And I'm back again. Sorry, I forget things. But anywho's, I have just finished this lovely little Yang phone pouch. It fits just about any phone. I've got 3 strands of yarn here, red, white, and blue. And the drawstring will keep your phone, nice and securely in there. And the very plush padded yarn. I mean, this is 6 strands of yarn on the 2 sides of the phone pouch. I've dropped my phone 100 times because team arthritis doesn't always grab things very well, and I haven't broken a phone yet, so I should have. Definitely should have by now with the force of the impact, but it's been saved in this lovely little pouch, and it's Yang friendly. However, the economic boot is fully on my throat, as I'm sure you know from watching my other videos. Oh, hold on, let the kitty out. Well, Miss Priss can't be contained anywhere. Yeah, I know how it is. But anywho, supplies will be limited on these Yang phone pouches, but a couple of non-embroidered phone pouches, and one of my bracelets saved me $25 off my mechanic bill the other day when I got the shove-de-lack shoving again. So, there is a use for art. And also, I'm not sure if you've been noticing this, but I have a little Yang necklace here with pink opals and green lapis. Now, I didn't know there was such a thing as green lapis until I'm going a little colorblind, so I ordered blue lapis online and opened up the package like, what in the heck did they send? It's pretty, but what did they send me? And I did a little research and found out what green lapis is. I love it. It's become my favorite stone, and a lot of other people love it too. So I've got Yang spelled out here in the jewelry pins. Oh, good morning, honey. Be right with you. Mom's duty is never done. So, oh, 1 second. Alright, Aaron's up, so it's time to go potty. So, anywho's, I do have Yang phone pouches and a Yang necklace available. However, as I've stated a few times, the economic boot that Andrew Yang is referring to is fully on my throat and always has been. I'm trying to launch business to, get out from under. But, so supplies on these will be limited until, enough interest is shown. But on all Yang merchandise, the profits will be going directly to the Yang 2020 campaign. Like, I keep my supply fund so I can keep supplying my, my endeavors, but I don't profit at all, and I don't get extra stuff. So, on all Yang gear, I'm not making anything. I'm keeping the mission rolling, and that's how I've raised, the $60 for the Andrew Yang campaign. So and that's why I'm trying to become a licensed Yang merch producer, so I can go professional, start making... I have this wonderful Yang quote meme shirt that I'm not able to release because, it's Andrew Yang related, and I'm not licensed. And, there's a few other nice meme shirts. I would love to do some quote shirts. Have, a photo of him saying, outlining one of his policies or something. This would really do a lot to say what needs to be said, because the mainstream media won't let Yang speak. We need to speak for him with the meme shirt. You know what I'm saying? This would be epic. But I need to be licensed, or else I'm bootlegging, and professional manufacturers like the apparel companies will not manufacture bootleg material. They won't, and they can't, and they shouldn't, and I agree with them. That's why I'm trying so hard to become a licensed Yang merch producer. It's so important.
Look it.
Okay, sorry for the interruption. As I was saying, I would love to continue producing
Yeah.
gear for Andrew Yang to raise money for his campaign,
Yeah.
but I need official licensing first. But in the meantime, I will continue making crafts, and I will continue...
I went to sleep.
Yep, Aaron went to sleep, and now he's awake. But I would love to do more videos with Aaron, because, he just loves communicating and being part of, the human experience now. He's just, oh man. I don't have words. I don't have words. Right now is a bag full of coins that I collected while flying cardboard this spring. Anything smaller than a quarter got put into the bag. And, and I made sure and let people know, they apologized because all they had was change. I'm sorry, it's just coins. Hey, coins go to my son, man. And please don't be goofies. But, I myself, I came to Colorado living in my sunfire. And I can live a minimalist lifestyle. But this little turkey, on the other hand, he deserves a warm, cozy home and, laughing for nothing. So, I have to try something for his well-being and for his sake. So, I have t-shirts launched on Inktail and Teespring. I'll post my links again. And, Moo Kitty got him.
He got my hands.
Well, you made your hand look like a kitty toy, so she got you. It's what kitties do. I'm sorry, honey.
They're not very nice, you kitty.
Oh, it's how Moo kitties play. But, I need to build a future for my kiddo.
He tried to get his toy out.
Just like Andrew Yang is trying to build a future for his. And so, that's why I'm working on my YouTube channel when I have time, when I'm not putting out, a fire or catastrophe.
You need some help.
So, but I need to build a future for my son and my kitty and, myself too.
Look at that claw.
It's not like I want to live in a...
Mommy.
Yeah, Momo's got her little kitty claws, and she's getting that little yarn ball I've got for her. Yep. She likes playing with toys.
And I pull it up and float
And,
through the door.
these kids deserve a better life than, poverty and TANF and a fight for disability that I'm never going to win.
Some more toys.
The Disability Bureau has decided that I'm not too disabled to be desirable as someone's property. I can be gainfully trafficked, and therefore I'm not disabled from under the economic boot on my throat and, self-sustain. So since I can't work a normal job, and the federal job guarantee scares me. That's a bureaucratic boss and a bunch of backstabbing coworkers who don't want to be there and darn sure don't want me there. No thank you. No thank you. And, and I can't stand long enough to ask you if you want fries with that part-time. So,
I put these on the
honey, you're gonna...
But I did put these on the other side.
Okay.
So, watch the video.
Anywho, despite my physical limitations, I need to use my artistic ability to take care of my son and my kitty, because, they're my family, and...
Yeah, I got a horse, Mommy.
And I need to, Aaron... wouldn't sit on my stuff. As sweet as Aaron is, I had to convince him to leave the room and get dressed so that I can think and process and do and finish this video. So, I have my jewelry and my other arts and crafts and my t-shirt designs uploaded. So, with those, I'm hoping to, assure a future for myself and my family. Because, like, working at McDonald's, I can't stand long enough to ask you if you want fries with that part-time. And that's not going to be a job for very much longer. Office jobs are always so backbiting and competitive and toxic. The only time I had a good office job was when I worked at Fox Fence in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. I was the office personnel. The guys worked out and about to install the pools, the fences, and the concrete steps, and I hung out in the office and took phone calls and sorted paperwork and, worked on customer orders and did data entry. So, but that was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and when Don Schmucki lost his life in the car accident and Fox Fence closed down, that opportunity was gone, and the family that was Fox Fence was gone, and I couldn't find a place where I could exist in Wisconsin anymore. So I attempted to exist in Denver, and 4 months in, Aaron's father decided to prey on another disabled woman, as he's been doing since 1979. So, in order to escape that cycle of hopelessness and despair and exploitation, I need to work for myself instead of working for some human who can decide that I'm not worth anything even though I am required to continue working. Anyway, without going into the circumstances that brought us here, I would like to focus on the work that's going to help us get out of this hell. And, I want to raise money for the Andrew Yang campaign as well. And, help him create a brighter future for all Americans, especially people like myself and my son who need the extra help in order to build our lives. We need a foundation to build ourselves on when the humans keep taking out bricks, So, thank you for bearing with me. I will try to cut out some of the, more interrupted segments of the video, so I'll work on that today. But, this is, the circumstances under which I need to try and function and help my family thrive. I get break time when my son's at school, and he's doing so well at Clayton. So I'm really glad that I can at least help them out with some slime in their classrooms. And, hopefully this will be a good partnership for myself and for Clayton Early Learning. Because, Aaron's done so well there, and the kiddos love playing with my slime. So if I can contribute that, and they can help me contribute that, then that's awesome. But, I also need to launch businesses. So anyway, as I was saying, before I took Aaron to school, I'm focusing on, while I'm waiting for the Yang 2020 campaign to accept me as a licensed Yang merch producer. And those quote meme shirts are gonna be dynamite for the campaign, you guys. Get with it. But, oh man, I can't wait. But, while I am waiting, I have my jewelry, excuse me, I have my jewelry posted at, at Simple Site. I'll post a link here in the description. And I'm also hosted at Leconte's Clone Bar at 52nd Washington up here in Denver. So if you have a chance to, get that way and check it out, I have restocked their shelf in time for, the Christmas shoppers. So hopefully, there's some interest in my products so I can, go about self-sustainability for myself and my son and our Kitty. If Aaron could grow up and, get into arts and crafts as well, a gentler way of going about life instead of his dad's brutality. And, he was determined to make Aaron a jock. He's all the worst parts of the stereotype. I mean, I couldn't let it happen. Instead, I want to provide Aaron with a future where he could be creative and artistic and, build instead of focusing on, force and brutality and a make me attitude. And Aaron's doing so much better. And, while my rings and bracelets are available for sale at LeConte's, and I have other products online, my Teespring shirts, I can't wait for the apparel to take off. The meme shirts are just really fun. So, you gotta look at life with a sense of humor, and my apparel designs will tickle you. So I hope that, you enjoy them and wish to order one of my apparel products or my jewelry products. But if you do end up going up to LeConte's on 52nd and Washington in Denver, you'll see my rings displayed on these lovely hand models. I went and got Aaron some water beads, and I've found some creative ways for him to play with them without damaging them or damaging the house or getting Orbeez everywhere. So he really enjoys the gloves, and as HippieClectic and neat as they are, they make really great hand models for my rings up at LeConte's. So go up there and check them out if you have a chance. But otherwise, these are the endeavors I'm, trying out to, free my son and myself from the welfare trap, to free us from, human exploiters, people who just want to find someone to take advantage of. There are so many people like that in the zero-sum universe, and that's what Andrew Yang's trying to stop, that cycle of, he's trying to allow people like myself to thrive and go about our own way and work for ourselves instead of being stuck under somebody who just wants to use and consume us. So, and I'm hoping with my apparel philanthropy that I can open up, this hope and opportunity to other people who need it. There are so many of us living, on welfare or paycheck to paycheck, and we don't have, we barely have enough to scrape by in existence, let alone do anything, productive with ourselves. And so, and then when bad things happen, like, something in the home breaks down, or rent goes up, or, a job gets lost, or somebody gets ill or injured, or a vehicle breaks down. I mean, any number of things happen every day that cause families to just go into catastrophe mode. And, so, with my businesses, just starting, hopefully, it can be a model, and hopefully I can be in assistance with the apparel philanthropy to help, other struggling families make it through this changing economy and this, in these very difficult times. Because, that's the spirit of the Yang campaign, is to help, America, make America think harder and help us thrive and help us work, in more meaningful ways than, a federal bureaucratic job that they had to create to keep us busy. That's that's not the path we need to take. But so anyhow, thank you, for watching my video, and please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. It helps me, spread my videos out to, further in the YouTube universe, and if I can get enough subscribers and watch time to have my channel be monetized, it'll be a lot less stressful financially for us. So this is, another avenue I'm trying to take care of my son and myself, and, build a future for us. As Aaron gets older and more, focused on, the subject of a video or whatever, he can help with more of these projects where he's an adorable little distraction, But he's just starting to communicate, and he's just starting to feel joy at, what's out there in his life. So, I can't blame him for his exuberance. But, as he gets a little bigger and a little more focused, I'll be able to, make little errand videos. So, hopefully with more substantial subject matter than a lot of these other kid videos. I'm going to stay away from like the plain commercialism and the toys and the whatnot, and maybe do some educational stuff. I don't know. We'll see what Aaron gets into when he gets a little older and a little more ready for this. But in either case, this is the sort of between the jewelry and apparel and videos and anything else that Aaron and I can get into, with this, entrepreneurship. This is what Andrew Yang wants to help us all achieve and, be able to explore. So, that's why I'm such a strong supporter of Andrew Yang, and why I'm trying so hard to become, a producer for him and to raise money for him and not just my own family, but, to help Andrew Yang help the rest of the country. We all desperately need his solutions and, his visions for our future. Otherwise, if we're stuck in the same status quo, more and more of us are just going to get eaten by the system instead of, being a valuable part of the system. So, we need to help build the future together. So, let's help Andrew Yang make that possible, and, help me help other struggling families. If I can get some apparel designs going for other struggling families, or teach some other arts and crafts projects that, families can use to start their own businesses, I would just love to be able to help with that. So, shoot me a comment on the video, or find me on Twitter, or, I'll put my links up. So, thank you again for watching and being a part of, the Yang Gang and in my own Operation Freedom. So, thank you very much. Have a wonderfully blessed day.